Bro, you ever vape so hard that you felt like you were in the middle of a cloud? That's how I'm feeling right now, bro. Vaped out. Totally. What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We are back on the Desolation map. And no, I didn't create this cloud by vaping. This cloud is a product of the apocalypse. To be honest with you, think of like a gasoline fire that's unattended. That's what we're in here. I decided to start this episode here because it's close to where we're working on today. I haven't been in this cloud in a while. Where does this cloud lead us? Leads us into the belly of the beast, into the plane. Yeah, the plane's on fire. You guys know that by now. Okay, we're over here near the Bave and Dusters. There it is. There it is. I want to work on the Bave and Dusters a little bit more today. I worked on it on Monday. Did some little creative question of the week building while we talked about back to school. Oh dear. Oh dear. I worked a little bit off camera. You saw most of this in super fast speed motion, but there is some additions that I've edited. Some additions I edited? No. I did add some additions. I guess that's kind of redundant. An addition's already been added. Anyway, maybe I need to go back to school. Okay, so I added some more games and didn't do much. I put a ceiling on the thing, which I haven't finished. I went, I can start working on that right now. I went and looked on Google Images, as I do, as is my wont, and I found a bunch of images of the Bave and Dusters around the country. I'm not sure if they're a worldwide chain or what, but there's a lot of them all around the world. I think they're worldwide. I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? But most of them have a very industrial feel, like you're in a factory of some kind. I don't know. Maybe a lot of them have been repurposed from old factories. I don't know exactly, but we're going to make it look like there's a bunch of pipes running around everywhere. And hopefully that'll give it a very industrial look, right? You would think, pipes, industrial, who knows? I don't know. It's going to be so dark in here, no one's going to see what's going on. But I like to add these little details, guys. The little details go a long way. You never know who's going to walk in here with a potion of night vision and see the thing for how it truly is. So every single building, no matter how dark it is, it's got to be pretty. It's got to be. I mean, why else are we doing this? We're doing it for the aesthetics as much as the gameplay, I feel like. I think that's something that's lost on a lot of people new to the channel. Like, oh, it's a cool city, but it doesn't really look realistic. You look at other cities like, I don't know, there's a lot of realistic cities out there. And you look at them and you're like, oh, that looks real, And Desolation doesn't look as real as some of them because the streets are kind of smaller and things aren't laid out like a real city would be necessarily. But people who just see this city and then make judgments on it, they don't realize that this is a game, So we made some adjustments to the city to make the game flow better, and that's why there's not a lot of parking because that's just wasted space. That's parking lots are just is space that could be used for gameplay, for things that you can explore. So there are parking lots, of course there are parking lots, but there's not a lot of them. Right? There's not a lot of parking because that's just wasted space. That's like, if I put realistic parking, that would have been like 9 different buildings I could have done instead. So I wanted to have as much interior as humanly possible. So I did kind of reduce the amount of parking that you see around here. But it's not because I didn't want to. I would love to have done a realistic sort of thing, but like I say, guys, this is it's a city, yes, but number one, it's a game, and I wanted the interiors to pop off. So that's a little bit more like it, a little bit more. So I feel like something's missing, like a light. We need lights in here. Where do the lights come from? That's a question that we have to be asking ourselves. Where do the lights in this establishment come from? That's another thing, even though there's no electricity in this city, I feel like there should be lights, So we'll have like a hanging light system. How about that? Just like lights hanging randomly all over the place, something like this. That could be cool. And then wherever it hangs from, we'll change that to like something like that. What do you think, guys? How does that look? Pretty cool. I'm recording this before yesterday's video was released, so I'm hoping that I got some good ideas for the Broadcast Corporation. Have you guys submitted your ideas for what I can do with the Broadcast Corporation? Ways that I can make it seem like they're fabricating the news? Right? You would expect a news organization in Coveton to be making up news. I mean, that just goes hand in hand, I guess. But hopefully I got some good ideas for that. I want to thank you in advance for all your good ideas. I hope you guys feel like I read, if you put it in the comment section of the YouTube comment section, I read every single comment and I read every single idea and I consider every single idea. No idea is beyond the scope. Sometimes you guys come up with some really dark stuff, okay, and I gotta tone it down a little bit, but sometimes your ideas are a little silly, but that's okay. You know, there's a good mixture of realism and dark themes, as long as a lot of silliness on this map. So, you know, no idea is too silly. It's just I have to like consider it. You know what I mean? So thank you as always for your ideas. I love that this is like a community. You know, a lot of YouTube channels are like, okay, here's what I'm building. You guys like it? Good. You know, I didn't want to go that route. I wanted to have you guys involved. You know, I'm building this whole thing for the community. This was the intention from the beginning, to build a game for people to play. So as far as, you know, building the game, I'd love to hear your guys' input so I can, you know, tailor it so it's more like what you want to see. You know what I mean? And I've learned from doing this YouTube channel that a lot of you are extremely creative and you have some great ideas. And so I have no problem admitting that and saying that, you know, some of your creativities is more refined than mine, and a lot of you have some really great ideas, some ideas that I never once thought up, and I really appreciate all your help on making this map. Even though you may not have laid a block, doesn't mean you haven't had your input on this map and helped change it and shape it to the way it is today. So, you know, take some credit, guys. Be confident that, you know, most of you have left comments, have played a part in this map, I feel like. And those of you who have you know, done multiple comments, you have even more of a input, you know, more of a say in this map, because the more comments you give, the more ideas you share, the more likely one of them is going to get used. You know, you can ask, you know, anybody. Like, if I like to use people's ideas, and I like to give credit to the people whose ideas give them. Wait, did that sentence make sense? I don't think it did. But I think you get the point. The spirit of the whatever, I don't know. The spirit of it is there. Okay, so there's a lighting system. It still looks a little blocky. Don't you think? It looks a little blocky. Well, what can we do? It's a block game. What can we do? I don't think there's much we can do. What we could do is, oh, I know what we could do. Give this thing some texture. Let's go. I got it. Let's use this one. Are we still are we still in the juice? Let me get on the go-go juice. I need that go-go juice to go fast. So we'll start like every 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. It's gonna look really haberdashed. That's not a word. It's a word today. It's gonna look very haberdashed, but that's kind of the look I'm going for. I want this to look very like factory. You know, the factory, they don't care what things look like. They're just 2, 3, 4. Wait, are we over the thing here? What part are we over here? Does this have a roof? It do. I don't know. We won't do this part of it. How about that? Okay, it looks very haberdashed, but that's it's a factory, you know. It's not going for aesthetics, you know what I mean? The factory is going for utilitarianism. So we're just gonna put a random striping around here. It's gonna look like not duct tubing. That's not even a word. Why can't my words work today? Bane, your words aren't working. I think that Titanfall, guys, melted my brain. Honestly, I'm not even joking. I played Titanfall like all 3 days. No, it's 2 days straight. And that's what I did. I took a break from Minecraft to play a lot of Titanfall. And now my brain feels like it's mush. That's what happens when you start, you know, killing people rather than being creative. You know what I mean? You start, like, your words start failing you. You start thinking in, like, stupid thoughts. Well, I don't have to tell you, like, what, because you can hear what I'm saying right now. Okay. Anyway, yeah, the Titanfall was a lot of fun, but my brain feels melted. And I felt very unproductive playing Titanfall. You know, it's a really fun game. It's a great way to spend some time, or waste some time, I should say. But, you know, you're not being productive. You're not being creative. You're just kind of wasting time. It is fun, so it's not a complete waste. But you're not really doing anything. That's why I love Minecraft so much. You know, even if you're just playing for fun, just to relax, you're still building something, right? You're still doing something. So, and it's not just something, it's something that you can see. And I think that's the difference. You know, you create stuff in Call of Duty or Titanfall, you create murder, and yes, you do have to be a little bit creative in the way that you move around the map and all that, and the way you attack people, and it does require some elements of creativity, but you don't really get to see it. You can't go back and say, oh, look at the way I maneuvered around this guy creatively. You can't, like, unless you record it, I guess, but who does that? Anyway, so you can't, like, see it and share it. That's a difference. With Minecraft, you spend 3 hours being super creative, and then you can say, hey, come on my map and check this out. And then people can see it and like, ooh, ah, ee. And then it inspires them, and it sets off a chain reaction of events of people being creative, and then it's awesome. But that just doesn't really happen in these first-person shooters or a lot of other games, really. Most games aren't like Minecraft. So I kind of see them when I play them as not wasting time necessarily, but I'm not spending my time wisely. Okay, let's see how that looks from down here. I'm off the juice now, or am I? Yeah, I'm off the juice. But that lighting source ain't gonna be there in the future. It looks okay. Let's get a cross stripe going. Let's just make it more and more complicated. 3, 4, 5, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom. And it's gonna look random, but 3, 4, 5, boom. Wait, that was 4, you silly monkey. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom. But that's what we're going for. You know that. I already said it like 5 times. So that is what we're going for. Just the randomness of it all. So up here where I'm building now, I'm going to put down a floor. Then I'm going to do probably a karaoke room. Probably going to do a meeting room for companies who want to rent out their meeting halls. Because you know a lot of companies rent out Dave and Busters. They're like, okay guys, you have worked 60 hours a week for 50 weeks a year for the last 8 years. So we're going to pay you back by an afternoon at Dave and Busters. Or you can play games, but don't get too happy about the games because we're going to be working in the meeting halls upstairs. So you're going to have a few minutes to play your games and whatever, but then we're going to get back to work. That's basically what companies do. So I definitely want to have that feeling in this Dave and Busters. Like, yes, your company came to Dave and Busters as a treat for you, but you're still going to work. You're still going to discuss company policies and meetings and whatever companies discuss. I don't know. I don't belong to any organizations, so I don't know what they discuss. They do a lot of team building. You know, they do karaoke and they make fun of each other next Monday morning at the office. Remember when Bob sang Britney Spears at karaoke? Oh, it was the best. I actually did a project in college on karaoke. It's called karaoke. And it's, you know, it originates from Chinese opera, I think. I don't know. This is a long time ago. I can't remember exactly what I learned. But, you know, people of Asian descent use karaoke as a means of growing closer to people. You don't expose yourself at any point the way you do in karaoke. Wait. See, my brain is mush. My sentences are not making sense. Have you noticed this recently? No more Titanfall for me. Okay? I'm cut off. Cut off from the Titanfall. My sentences don't make sense anymore. It's easy for me to blame Titanfall. Okay? It's Titanfall's fault. There's a reason why I'm dumb. But yeah, they use it. Okay, you're not going to be as open as you are when you're singing a song in front of a bunch of strangers on stage by yourself, right? So that's what karaoke is meant for. It's to bring a closeness with strangers and friends and family alike. Okay, so upstairs is gonna be karaoke, gonna be meeting halls. This is Dave and Busters, guys. What do you think? Why is there a light here? What is this lighting glitch about? There's just light here. That don't make no never mind. What on earth is light here too? There's a lot of lighting glitches going on around town, it seems like. Okay, it won't be totally dark in here. There is a window here. So it's not completely darkness. But this will be closed off. Alright, so let's map this out. So maybe... I also want to have some offices of the manager. So maybe... we're going to need a hallway. This is going to be tough. So this will be like another waiting area. Why is there a hole here? I don't know. Did I just put a hole there? So this will be another waiting area. Let's get the red carpet down because it's part of the Dave and Busters main thing. And then we'll have some, I don't know, guys. This is all very just spur of the moment. I'm just building here. This is what I do. This is what I be doing. I just build away and see what comes out. And I do it on camera so that you all can see my psychotic processes. Yikes. I can't believe it. There's nothing like exposing yourself other than karaoke like Minecraft on video. You just expose... the only thing that rivals exposing yourself... The only thing that rivals karaoke is doing redstone on camera. Oh, you showed people your true colors when you do redstone on YouTube, man. You gotta edit that heavily if you don't want to seem like a tard. Because I don't care who you are, there's always some derpiness when it comes to redstone. Always. You're always derping on something. It never works right the first time. Never, never, never. It took me actually, if you guys could see the wiring of the builds with Beancrew49 9000, you guys would laugh. It's the most nonsensical wiring you've ever seen, but it works. It works. That's all that matters, is it works. But the wiring is just jacked up. Jacked up. Oh well, what can you do? It works in the end, and that's all that matters. So I think we're gonna close this off. I'm about to do a bunch of boring floor laying, so I'm not gonna do that for you guys. Like, you don't want to see that, but suffice it to say, this will be a karaoke room. It'll be a business meeting hall, and it'll be some offices of the managers of the Bave and Dusters. I got it right that time. Oh, give me a like for saying the right name. I need to put a sign here to put their symbol. So the symbol is gonna go like, it's gonna be like that big. Yeah, big symbol. It's going to say B and D. Like that big. Okay, it's going to be a little bit more cleaner than that. But, oh, it's like a smiley face. Like, hey, he's so happy. And he's holding a telephone. He's on the phone. Look at him. Thank you for calling Bave and Dusters. How may I direct your call? Ah. All right, anyway. That's going to be the episode for today. I want to thank you guys for sticking with me through thick and thin, as you always do. I really do appreciate the likes you give. I know there's some of you that leave a like on every video, and oh, bless your souls. Those of you who do that, bless your soul. There's a special spot in heaven for you people. There's also some people who just dislike every video no matter what, and you know where you're going. Alright, I didn't say it, but you know. You already know. Alright, guys, so I'm going to say thank you again for the 9,000th time. I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to say leave a like if you enjoyed this. I'm going to say happy Minecrafting. And then I'm going to say peace. Peace!